来财，来，哎，中指力、滚力，对应好运八方来，散了才能聚，你不出手，说了斋。财从八方来。
Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, 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 send. Call the ladies out, they're in their finery. 100 jewels on throats, 100 jewels between teeth. Now bring my boys in, their skin in craters like the moon. The moon we love like a brother, while he glows through the room. Dancing around the lies we tell, dancing around big eyes as well. Even the comatose, they don't dance and tell. We live in cities you'll never see on screen. Not very pretty, but we sure know how to run free. Living in ruins of a palace within my dream.
It's the NBA. Brought to you by 2K Sports on this very special Easter Sunday. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan. Alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy. With Adley LaForge reporting from the sidelines. We have an interconference showdown here in Boston, where the Celtics will square off. Back to Gordon. Pass to Allen. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And it's flag missing. And we saw last season the Nuggets, GA, in the final week of the regular season, making a coaching change and a shift in their front office.
A pretty rare situation. Seems like there's been a power struggle, and rather than choosing sides, the decision was to just make a fresh start.
Now, here's Poole. Down low, Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Yeah, he's an above-the-rim athlete. Gordon on the attack.
Fires to the hoop. There's Brown with the 3. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now, here's Poole. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. The It's a tough thing to police.
That one falls.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Gordon. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. Now, man. Pass to Brown. Shot on the way. Rebounded by the Celtics. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Screen by Allen. Here's Flag. Celtics passing it around. Austin needs to get off a shot. Near the three-point line, it's Poole. Here's Allen. Bogdanovich wide open. A basket good off the assist from Allen.
That's a go-to shot for Bogdanovich. He's so confident pulling the trigger.
Man with it. And Brown now atop the key. Denver needs to get off his shot. Claxton no good.
Far from an ideal start, only 1 for 5. Let's see if they can turn it around.
Pass to Flag. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Claxton. The Nuggets trail by 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Poole with the steal. Second shot opportunity. Good as the jump shot falls.
And that time, no dribbling needed for Poole to cash in.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Right away, we got to talking about Jaylen Brown, and he said he's going to make trouble for us, but with strong coverage and fast rotations, I think we'll do a good job limiting his production. Some confident words from coach on how they'll slow down Brown's output tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. The Nuggets trail by 5. Here's Man. Grant outside. Just 5 on the clock. Misses and the dry spell continues. Celtics leading by 5. Outside Bogdanovich. Back to Poole. Out left to the wing. Takes a 3. It's good from long range. Poole's got 5 points so far.
You got to chase Poole off that three-point line or he will do exactly that.
Brown outside. There's a screen. The Nuggets with another miss.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And the Celtics with possession here. When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league. And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Here's Vucevic, and nothing is falling for him right now. Allen outside. Back to Pajemski. On the wing, Barnes. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Well, known for his terrific defense, Grant is so good at getting his timing down to block shots.
The Nuggets trail by 10. Now here's Brown. Still yet to score. And here's Vucevic. To the middle. Here's Grant. Tries again. Barnes grabs the miss.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
On the wing, Wiggins. Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. Wiggins has got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triple.
Now, man. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Man's got 5 points so far. Celtics passing it around. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Barnes. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. 1:58 left to play here in the first. Brown with it. Picked by Vucevic. Goes up on the wing. And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
Bridges, no one around him. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Bridges got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Denver. Higgins outside. Back to Pajemski. Claxton with the steal. To the paint. And stolen by Barnes. Pass to Pajemski. On the wing, Wiggins. Barnes outside. Oh, good with the triple.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. The Nuggets making a switch here. The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Vucevic. They set the pick. Now, man, from deep. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. Now, Pajemski. Over in the corner, Barnes buries the long-range jumper. And the Celtics lead by 10.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Now, here's Brown. Scoreless thus far. Here's Pajemski. 1 second left. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
And after just 1 quarter of play, a double. Well, we hope you're enjoying your Easter as we are here, as we get underway once again. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
So, Stan, when it comes to preparing your team for a game, as a coach, what are the main things you're trying to get across?
Well, look, Kevin, I think the main things is you've got to decide what the main things are. And when you've got maybe an hour to prepare a team for a game, they're not going to be able to go through everything you would like them to know, but you got to decide, you got to prioritize. These are the 2 or 3 things we've got to get done tonight, and you've got to have a clear understanding of those.
There's Brown with the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Podziemski. And it's off from 3-point range. And so Brown will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. 11-point game. Picked by Vucevic. Here's Carter. Pass to Vucevic. And it's Carter missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Celtics leading by 11. Now, here's Poole. 5 points in the game. Nice ball movement by Boston. And Flagg throws it down.
2 emphatic points from Flagg. This rookie has some serious swag.
Carter outside. Pass to Vucevic. Now Jackson Davis. Excellent D there from Allen. And so it's Boston with it. Now Poole. Here's Bogdanovic. The 3. And Vucevic pulls it down. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Hey, Stan, how about the Boston Celtics? Back-to-back 60-win seasons.
Well, Kevin, winning 50 is a great season. 60 wins is simply incredible. We have lots of regular seasons where no team wins 60. Credit Joe Mazzulla, his staff, and players for keeping this thing rolling.
The Nuggets trail by 13. And here's Carter. He has yet to score to end the cold streak. That's tipped. And it's the Celtics ball. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Pass to Flagg. There's the triple. And Vucevic pulls it down. And here are the Nuggets now. Now Carter. Here's Vucevic. 6 on the shot clock. Over in the corner, Brown. Here's Jackson Davis. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Carter looking around. Driving to the basket. The lead now cut to single digits. Carter's got his first basket of the night.
Well, the screen is what gave him space to make his move.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thank you, guys. The Celtics trying to keep that laser focus. Coach Joe Mazzulla said, quote, "The closer you are to winning, the easier it is to become distracted by things that you can't control, things that don't matter. Mindset, discipline, and mental toughness are what separate you." Back to you.
Staying dialed in. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. So both teams changing it up here. Boston leading by 9. Poole outside. Pass to Flagg. This one for 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, he's had a rough night, but his teammates have picked him up.
Man with it. He's got 5. Brown outside. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Brown feeling it out a bit. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. And it's in there.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Poole outside. Busted. No good that time either. And so Brown will bring it up for the Nuggets. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Brown outside. The screen from Brown. Pull from the top of the key. Brown, no good.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold shot.
Nobody near Allen. Hits it from three-point range. Allen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Man. 5 points in the game. Stolen by Gordon. Over in the corner, Allen. Poole outside. Gordon a screen. Back to Poole. Pass to Flag. To the inside. Claxton with the steal. Now here's Brown. Still without a basket. Now Man. And here is Allen. Pass to Flag. Back to Allen. Now Flag. Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. There's Mamu Kalashvili. Beats the shot clock but can't get it to fall. So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Both teams deciding to change it up. The Nuggets trail by 10. Brown with it. Pass to Man. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And up the court come the Celtics on the break.
Wiggins watches the floor and sees a guy with a better look.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. You know, Wiggins affects the game, Coach, in a number of ways. And let's begin by talking about his defense.
Great place to start with Wiggins, Kevin, because I think that's the strength of his game. He is long. He can really move his feet. He's got great discipline and focus. And the biggest thing you can have in any defender, he's got great want to. This guy wants to go out and make it tough on the best players in the game.
Now here's Allen. Barnes with it. Picked up by Claxton. Allen's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 12. There's 31 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Back to Bridges. Pass to Brown. 5 on the clock. And here is Grant. And stolen by Wiggins. And it's Pajemski in the corner. Got it off in time. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Boston Celtics up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. The Nuggets trail by 12. Here's Brown. No scoring in this one. Pass to Mann. Shoots over Podziemski. Mann can't hit. On offense, here are the Celtics. Wiggins outside. A three from Bogdanović. It's tipped. Mann with it. Now guarded by Bogdanović. Pass to Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points. About 1 minute played here in the second half. Pass to Grant. Over Barnes. Here's Claxton. And stolen by Wiggins. Allen outside. Now here's Bogdanović. Here's Podziemski. It's hauled in by Claxton.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Now, Mann, 5 points in the game. Shot clock at 6. Kept alive. Here's Claxton. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Pass to Barnes. The three. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Man up top. On the wing, Bridges. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Bridges got his second bucket of the night.
Not only a jump shooter, he's also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wiggins outside. They set the pick. Back to Poole. 6 to shoot. Stripped away. Man in the corner. Inside. Here's Vucevic. Takes it off the glass. Vucevic has got 5 now.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A premier offense for the Nuggets, but defensively, Stan, there has been some slippage.
Well, they've had to make some tough financial decisions, letting some of their defensive-minded veterans depart in free agency over the years. They got to wonder who will step up, but it often takes young players a little longer at the defensive end.
Pass to Carter. There's the pick. Back to Mann. To the inside. Here's Jackson Davis. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Jackson Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now Wiggins, defended by Mann. The three from Poole. And Vucevic pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 7. Pass to Mann. And Carter has it in the corner, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Yeah, not a great pass there. You got to be on the same page as your teammates.
Celtics leading by 7. Now, here's Poole. 5 points in the game. Gordon inside. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And here's Carter. Pass to man. Here's Vukcevic. Defended by Gordon. Vukcevic can't hit. Poole with it. Outside Bogdanovic. Again, the miss by the Celtics. The Nuggets trail by 7. Here is Carter. Pass to man. Jackson Davis lays it up off the glass. Jackson Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's ready to talk things through with them. So both teams making some changes here. And the Celtics with possession here. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Pass to Flag. Out to the right wing. To stop the drought. Sinks that one from the post. Flag's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Using the size, Flag going to work around the rim.
Brown outside. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Bajemski, the bounce pass. Banked in off the glass. And now a 9-point Celtic lead.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Now, man, he has 5. Carries it from 3-point range. Man's got 8 points.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jeremy Grant began his career as an activity role player, but he's been adding layers. He said at the start, whatever I needed to do to get on the court, whether it was defense, rebounding, blocking shots, I was going to do it. I wanted to see what I was capable of, so I put a lot of work in expanding my role. Back over to you, Kevin.
Thank you, Allie. No good from Grant. And so Allen will bring it up for the Celtics with a 9-point lead. Pass to Allen. Here's Flag. Shot clock at 5. Bridges with the steal. Now, man. Driving inside. Jared Allen grabs the miss. There's a minute 47 left here in the 3rd quarter. Barnes outside. Pass to Bajemski. Clock at 4. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Jeremy Grant picks one up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Celtics?
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, guys, the confidence to keep taking the 3. It's been falling, so they've got to keep going back to it.
So David Adelman's decided to call a timeout here. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. teams will make substitutions. 1:31 left to play here in the third. Now here is Carter. Pass to Branham. Kick by Vucevic. To the paint. Got a hand on it. Podziemski with it. Now flag. Fires the three. And Vucevic pulls it down.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
To end the drought. Sweet touch inside from Brown.
And look, Brown is good at capitalizing inside, which is why the defense has to push him further away.
Allen left side. Back to Barnes. Lets it go. Boston, no good that time either.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
Pass to Carter. Brown outside. A three-pointer off the mark. And so it's Boston in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've played the better game so far, but their work is far from over. The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Boston leading by 9. Here's Podziemski. Pass to Wiggins. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Brown with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. Here's Mann. Picked by Vucevic. From the arc. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
In the corner, it's Wiggins. With the drive, here's Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
At 6'11", Allen, a legitimate threat to finish through the rim, especially when given that kind of position.
Pass to Mann. A three ball. Jared Allen grabs the miss.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
And here is Allen. Back to Podziemski. Allen outside. Now Podziemski. Clock is at 3. Allen, that's good. Allen's got the lead up to 13 now for the Celtics.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
And here's Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
Yeah, when you've got a point guard with that kind of spring, no lead is safe.
Yeah, he saw the opportunity to finish with some authority, trying to fire his guys up.
And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Here's Vucevic. It's hauled in by Gordon. Celtics leading by 11. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Over in the corner, Allen. Oh, good on the triple. Now Carter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Brown outside. Jacks up a three. It's deflected. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation.
Substitution on the court.
And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
and their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Outside, Bogdanovich throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a three-point play. That's on Jaylen Brown.
And if you're going to foul flag, you really got to hit him, or else he's capable of fighting through that contact and finishing.
And stand on defense, the Celtics content to play the percentages.
Yeah, look, the Celtics want to deny threes, free throws, and layups. If you beat them shooting two-point jump shots, they'll live with it. But can they force more turnovers?
And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. That's good from Poole. And when you look at Jordan Poole's game, GA, what makes him special?
I think it's his creativity and elusiveness. Able to get in his bag, if you will, and play with it and create his shot more or less at will.
And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
Pass to man. And there's the foul. It'll go on Jordan Poole. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's man. Now Claxton goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Jordan Poole picks one up. And, Coach, one thing that David Adelman stressed was getting this Nuggets team in much better shape.
Yeah, it seems like they wore down in the playoffs last season. So improved conditioning and more depth potentially could help them hold up better down the stretch.
It's flag, top of the key. That one, no good.
A little ambitious on that possession, trying to hit a shot in the face of that defensive pressure.
Brown wide open, he fired. The Nuggets with another miss.
Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
Pass to Bogdanovich. Misses off the left iron. The Nuggets trail by 15. Man with it. Going inside. Pulls it from the elbow. Brown, no good.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Team foul.
That's good from Poole.
You know, when Jordan Poole is playing smart, selfless basketball, he can be a true weapon offensively.
Barnes outside. Back to Poole. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important.
Grant, right side. On the wing, Bridges. Second chance shot, and it's slammed in by Bridges.
Just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Now, here's Poole. Pass to Mamu Kalashvili. Over in the corner, Barnes. And a miss there on the triple. The Nuggets trailed by 14. Up top, Brown. Back to man. Into the lane. That shot, no good. Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Here's Poole. Barnes outside. From deep. He drills the three.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where has the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc.
Now Brown. Beyond the arc. Barnes rips down the rebound.
Second personal foul, 15 foul. At the line with one shot.
And the confidence Poole plays with, you gotta admire. He feels like he can hit from anywhere on the floor.
And we've got a timeout from David Adelman. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Here's Boston now. They're on a 16-7 run. We've got 1:55 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Shireman. Williams a screen. Jumper is off. The Nuggets trail by 18. Carter outside. Wide open look. It's in. His shot is pure.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Celtics.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this is a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year, actually their fifth win on the year.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
A very solid win indeed. And when you check out the box score, there were some great numbers for Andrew Wiggins.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Third team foul.
Here's Branham. Now Carter. 5 to shoot. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
The assist. Branham.
They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had